Baudolino is a 2000 novel by Umberto Eco about the adventures of a young man named Baudolino in the known and mythical Christian world of the 12th century. Baudolino was translated into English in 2001 by William Weaver. The novel presented a number of particular difficulties in translation, not the least of which is that there are 10 or so pages written in a made-up language that is a mixture of Latin, medieval Italian and other languages. Plot summary. In the year of 1204, Baudolino of Alessandria enters Constantinople, unaware of the Fourth Crusade that has thrown the city into chaos. In the confusion, he meets Knight Choniates and saves his life. Knight is amazed by his language genius, speaking many languages he has never heard, and on the question, if he is not part of the crusade, who is he? Baudolino begins to recount his life story to Knight. His story begins in 1155, when Baudolino, a highly talented Italian peasant boy, is sold to and adopted by the Emperor Frederick I. At court and on the battlefield, he is educated in reading and writing Latin and learns about the power struggles and battles of northern Italy at the time. He is sent to Paris to become a scholar. In Paris, he gains friends and learns about the legendary kingdom of Prestigion. From this event onward, Baudolino dreams of reaching this fabled land. The earlier parts of the story follow the general historical and geographical outlines of 12th century Europe, with special emphasis on the Emperor Frederick's futile efforts to subdue the increasingly independent and assertive city-states of northern Italy. Baudolino, being both a beloved adopted son to the emperor and a loyal native of the newly founded and highly rebellious town of Alessandria, plays a key role in effecting reconciliation between the emperor and the Alessandria townspeople, who are led by Baudolino's biological father. A way is found for the emperor to recognize Alessandria's independence without losing face. The incident of the death of Emperor Frederick, while on the Second Crusade, is a key element of the plot. This part involves an element of secret history. The book asserts that Emperor Frederick had not drowned in a river, as history records, but died mysteriously at night while hosted at the castle of a sinister Armenian noble. This part also constitutes a historical detective mystery, specifically, a historical locked room mystery, with various suspects suggested, each of whom had a clever means of killing the emperor, and with Baudolino acting as the detective. After the emperor's death, Baudolino and his friends set off on a long journey, encompassing 15 years, to find the kingdom of Prestigion. From the moment when they depart eastwards, the book becomes pure fantasy. The lands which the band travels bearing no resemblance to the continent of Asia at that or any other historical time, being rather derived from the various myths which Europeans had about Asia, including the aforementioned Christian myth of the kingdom of Prestigion, as well as the Jewish myth of the 10 lost tribes and the river Sambation. Baudolino meets eunuchs, unicorns, blemmies, sciapods and pygmies. At one point, he falls in love with a female satyr-like creature who recounts to him the full Gnostic creation myth. Gnosticism is a pervasive presence in another of Eco's novels, Foucault's Pendulum. Philosophical debates are mixed with comedy, epic adventure and creatures drawn from the strangest medieval bestiaries. After many disastrous adventures, the destruction of Prestigion's kingdom by the White Huns followed by a long stint of slavery at the hands of the Old Man of the Mountain, Baudolino and surviving members of his band of friends return to Constantinople undergoing the agony of the Fourth Crusade. The book's starting point. The wise and rather cynical Knight Choniates helps Baudolino to at last discover the truth about how the Emperor Frederick died, with shattering results for Baudolino and his friends. Characters in Baudolino invented by Eco. Baudolino, young man of Alessandria. Protagonist, apparently a reference to the patron saint. The monopod gavagay, a reference to Quine's example of indeterminacy of translation. The putative successors of Hypatia of Alexandria. Deacon John, leprous sub-ruler of Pandipetsim, apparently based on Baldwin IV of Jerusalem. Other fictional or legendary beings: Quixote, Galiada Auleri, legendary savior of Alessandria, and his wife, who are Baudolino's biological parents. Prestigion, Basilisk, Matacore, Chimera, Satyrs, Blemmies, Panotti, Unicorn, Cynocephaly, Rock. Historical Frederick Barbarossa, Knight Astroniates, Robert de Baron, Reynald of Dassel, the Old Man of the Mountain, Pope Alexander III, Beatrice I, Countess of Burgundy, the Archpoet, Otto of Freising, a member of the ancient Artsruni noble clan, Andronicus Icomenus, Stephen Higher Christophorites, Isaac II Angelos, the Venerable Bede, White Huns, Enrico Dandolo. Release details: 2000 Italy, Bomani, pub date, 2000, hardback, 2001 Brazil, Editora Record, pub date, 2001, paperback, 2002 UK, Secker and Warburg, pub date 15 October 2002, hardback, 2002 USA, Harcourt, pub date 15 October 2002, hardcover, 2002 France, Grasset and Fasquelle, pub date 12 February 2002, paperback, 2002 USA, Recorded Books, pub date, October 2002, audiobook, 2003 Italy, Fabri, RCS Libri, pub date, January 2003, paperback, 2003 USA, Harvest Books, pub date 6 October 2003, paperback,